Hi there everybody, and welcome back to my channel. I have been reading a little bit of this dream book that my friend slash channel viewer sent me a while back ago. This book is very educational when it comes to our dream lives. Now, this holds so much information, and I plan on reading little sections of it at a time to you all. But I just got to a place in it that I thought was extremely interesting. So I wanted to talk about it today, and from the title of this video, you probably already know that I'm going to be talking about the anxiety we might feel in some of our dreams. So my little bookmark here, it said it actually was a necklace came on it. A necklace came on it, and I had to take it off there, but I couldn't find anything else to use as a bookmark, so I thought that that'd be perfect. It's really cute. It has a little mushroom on it, and it says, "Soak in the natural beauty and don't apologize for anything." It doesn't really say anything, but anyways. So, this book is called The Secret Language of Dreams, A Visual Key to Dreams and Their Meanings by David Bontana, PhD. This is the cover of it. This is the spine here. And I'm just going to read a little bit on the back of the book. Okay, so it says, "Dreams reveal the secrets of the soul." Now, I have had a dream journal for years. I've had a few different ones. Here lately, I've just been writing my dreams down in my phone, because that's like the quickest thing I can get to when I wake up. But I'll usually go back and rewrite them in my dream journal once I get quite a few dreams written down. And this is an exercise that we can all do to strengthen our dream abilities. If you don't believe me, please go and try it for a couple weeks and then come back and let me know how it worked for you. I know a lot of us say that we don't dream, but I think I read that it was a proven fact that we all dream at least 3 different dreams per night. And that's a lot of dreaming. We spend a big portion of our lifetime sleeping. So to me, I feel like it's worth putting a little extra time and thought into to try to make our dream world a little bit more exciting, so that it has some extra meaning other than just getting rest to, replenish us for the next day. Like that's amazing all on its own. But to have awesome dreams, or to explore the world of lucid dreaming even, is just incredible to me. And that's why I like stuff like this. So thank you again to the person that sent this to me. I love it. I love it, I love it, I love it. So it says, "The Secret Language of Dreams is a richly colorful visual guide to interpreting the mysterious messages of the subconscious. Inside, you'll find a complete guide to the purpose and logic of dreams, and a dictionary of their main themes. Solving the dream riddle is the first step toward personal enrichment and self-discovery." So I think, we definitely have just some of those kind of meaningless, silly dreams that, really, really don't have any behind story or important meaning. Okay, I do think we have a lot of those. But I think some of our dreams actually can reveal certain parts way deep down in our brain, in our mind, that we just don't realize. Things that may help us know ourselves a little better. And that's what interests me, and that's why I put so much time and thought into my dreams, you know. I don't just have a nightmare and then wake up and, you know, try not to think about it again. I try to explore it a little bit and like really think, you know, what could have caused this nightmare? What in my life is maybe struggling right now, or, you know, what is causing me anxiety or fear? Sorry, my tummy's growling. What could be causing me like stress while I'm sleeping? And then if I'm able to actually solve that in waking life, what is wrong? Sorry. Anyways, if I'm able to solve these issues in waking life, and if you can solve your issues in waking life, then maybe you can defeat the nightmares, if you have them. So let's go ahead and read, and it's not a whole long thing, but we will read it. Okay, so this is what the page looks like. Okay, so it says anxiety up here. It says, anxiety is probably the most common emotional state expressed in our dreams. In sleep, our fears often rise into awareness, filling our dreams with unsettling, highly charged symbols, and with dark, troubled moods. Such dreams not only indicate how deeply rooted our anxieties can be, but they also remind us of the need to tackle the source of these worries, either by confronting a specific external challenge or by learning to be less fearful of life's predicaments. Anxiety dreams are recognizable by the emotional charge that they carry. Typically, the dreamer has the sensation of trying to cope with several duties simultaneously, or of trying to complete a never-ending task. Other anxiety dreams include crawling through a narrow tunnel, often believed to represent birth anxiety, or being choked by smoke. If anxiety stems from social inadequacy, the dream may involve public embarrassment, such as grotesque incompetence on a crowded dance floor. Melodramatic dream events, such as falling into the hands of evil captors, may reflect relatively mundane problems. The point of such extreme forms of terror is to underline the need to bring into consciousness, as a prelude to dealing with them, repressed desires and energies. So, there's a bunch of little side notes on the pages, and I'm going to go ahead and read those to you guys. They're just some different examples of maybe some different ways we might have anxieties in our dreams. So one major one that I have read a lot about is falling. It says, falling from a great height may emphasize that the dreamer has climbed too high in personal or professional life and is now ready for a fall. So whenever I have a falling experience in a dream, I'm usually just then falling asleep. Like, it happens as soon as I fall asleep. It's like the very first thing. I've never been in a deep sleep and had like a falling feeling or a falling experience. Every time I have had a falling experience, like as soon as I've fallen asleep, I wake up from it. So, you know, that's my only experience. And I personally have never fallen off of something high. It's more of just like, okay, imagine you're laying in your bed, and this might be a little bit of a scary thought, so if you don't like to imagine scary things, maybe skip a little bit. personal experience. Okay, so imagine just laying flat on your back in your bed and you're going to sleep, and all of a sudden the bed turns into an elevator floor. And instead of laying in your bed, you're laying on an elevator floor, and that elevator just shoots down so fast. That's the falling experience that I have felt. I have never actually been awake in a dream and then have fallen. I've never experienced that I know of. I remember most of my dreams ever since I was about 3 or 4 years old. I still remember back to those dreams. So I have always been fascinated with my dreams and remembering them and stuff. So from what I know about myself and what I remember, I've never had any other fallen dreaming experiences other than that I've just explained to you about the elevator feeling. And that being said, I am not afraid of elevators. I've never had a bad experience in real life with elevators or anything, so I don't know what really causes that, but I'm sure a lot of you can relate to what I was trying to talk about. I'm sure it's not something very rare. So the other pretty popular anxiety that a lot of people have in common with dreaming is being chased. Dreams that involve being chased by an unseen but terrifying presence usually indicates that aspects of the self are clamoring for integration into consciousness. So, I have read different things than that, because I actually have had a few scary dreams of being chased. Usually it's by zombies, to be honest, but it's still being chased, I have read online about it, and what I've read online is that you're not running from this zombie or this person that might be following you. You're running from something else in your life, and you feel I don't want to get it wrong, but I believe it was explaining you feel kind of trapped in your life, and so in your dream you're trying to run away from this thing that's trying to hold you back and get you, and so your brain doesn't know how else to tell you it, so it just puts it into a scary little movie type thing, and in my case it's zombies. Now zombies is a totally different symbol. That could mean something completely different than just the fact of being chased. So my zombie chasing dreams might be a different story. Okay, so I don't know, but that is something that I try to do in my dream journaling when I'm writing my dreams. I will go and I'll Google what that dream could have meant, and then I'll write a little side note and write what I think I need to work on in my waking life to, improve my mental health or whatever. And sometimes, I won't do that, because sometimes if I have a good dream, I'll just take good notes on what might have sparked that good dream, and, just stuff like that. So, okay, it says trying to run in a dream, but finding one's legs are rooted to the spot or moving in painfully slow motion may result from mechanisms in the brain that prevent us from acting out our dreams while we are asleep. Now, I've read more about that too online, and I've read more it goes into greater detail on what those type of dreams mean, and I do have a lot of those. When I say I have a lot of them, I don't mean that. So, the majority of my dreams are not nightmares. I have a lot of just awesome, great, cool dreams, or very confusing dreams where I'm in a place I've never been, and I'm not scared feeling, but I'm kind of just like, drifting along in the dream, trying to figure out what I'm doing, stuff like that. Makes sense. But the majority of my scary dreams, like a lot of those type of dreams, I am stuck. Like, not really stuck to the ground, but I am in slow motion. I can't move. And I've talked to a lot of people that have that same thing in common. I've read a lot of people that practice, lucid dreaming online, just different articles and stuff about dreams, and a lot of people have the same problem where they, they're like in a fight with someone and they just can't, they can't bring their fist to punch. Where in my case is usually like I'm trying to swim and I can't swim, or I'm trying to walk through like heavy snow and I just can't seem to like go fast at all. It's something like that. In real life, have you ever tried to like run through water and you just can't, like it's slowing you down? That's kind of what it feels like in a dream. So okay, there's a couple more. So this one, frustrations. Being arrested may indicate feelings of guilt. To dream of failing to obtain what we want often suggests a lack of communication between the conscious and unconscious. So I've never personally dreamt about being arrested or in jail. But that is coming up as one of like the main themes people have that have anxiety-filled dreams. So I don't have any personal dreams to tell about that, but that's an interesting one. Okay, and then this one is another scary one, so, if you don't want to hear it, just flip. So this last one says drowning. Dreams of drowning or of struggling in deep water may represent the dreamer's fear of being engulfed by forces hidden in the depths of the unconscious mind. So like I said, like with swimming, I've never actually had a dream that I was drowning. But I have had a dream where I've been like trying to swim and it's just very tough. Just very tough to get through the water, or I'm running away from like a monster creature, a sea monster, or like an ocean creature, or like an alligator or something. And I will not be able to get away in the dream. But instead of ever getting like attacked by it in the dream, I'll just like, it'll just go on and on of me trying to get away and then them not catching up to me. So it kind of works out in the long run for me. But I think it's a very interesting, and that was the end of that subject in that book. I think it's just very interesting, like every time you have an obscure dream, I think it's really important to hold on to it a little bit and try to like look up about it, because you'd be surprised on some ways it connects with things that are actually going on in your life. It's pretty fascinating to me, and I'd love to hear your guys' dreams lately. I love, that's one of my favorite subjects to talk about. Anytime somebody comes to me and they're like, you'll never believe what I had a dream of last night, I'm like all ears. I'm ready to listen to it. A lot of people just, roll it off their shoulder, like they don't really care. They don't really spend too much time thinking about it. They're like, it was just a dream, it's fine. It's like a part of like what goes on in our like deep minds that we don't ever get to explore and talk about other than in our sleep. So I definitely think it's worth taking some time to, I don't know, show a little appreciation to. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video, and let me know if you've had any anxiety related dreams and what you do to kind of like help yourself, I guess. I never let a negative or like anxiety affect me too bad. I have had some intense ones before, but usually I'll just wake up, I'll write about them, I will put something happy on the TV, like a Disney movie or something. I'll turn a lamp on and I'll go right back to sleep. So luckily I haven't had too bad of problems with like negative dreaming and all that stuff. I've always tried to work on thinking of happy thoughts before I go to sleep. So that's something that you could try to do too. But anyways, I hope you have a good night of sleep tonight, and I hope you have sweet dreams.